Here at Auckland Zoo, we have 4 felid species in our care. We have tigers, lions, cheetah, and servals. All 4 are part of the cat family. But do you know which of these 4 can purr? Hi, I'm Emma, I'm from the carnivore team, and today I'm going to be chatting to you about purring and why some felines do and don't purr. What is purring? Purring is a continuous rhythmic sound produced by some cats during inhalation and exhalation. So that's when they're breathing in and out. There are many reasons or purposes behind why cats may purr, and this can include things like interest-specific communication, so chatting to each other and communicating how they're feeling. It could be a signal for contentment, happiness, or being relaxed, or it could be a way of self-soothing if they're feeling a little bit unsure about a situation. While purring is generally associated with domestic cats, there are actually several species of felid that are known to purr. In domestic cats and cheetah, the hyoid bone is flexible and connected to the larynx, and this allows for continuous rapid muscle contractions, which create the purr. In large cats, this bone is actually solid, fixed, and their laryngeal muscles are connected to other throat muscles instead. What this means for them is that actually restricts their ability to contract those muscles to create a purr, and instead they can roar. So who can roar? Big cats like lions, tigers, leopards, and jaguar can roar, but they can't purr. And then your smaller cats like lynxes, bobcats, cheetahs, and servals can purr, but they can't roar. So if lions and tigers can't purr, how do they communicate? Lions roar a lot. A male lion's roar can reach up to 114 decibels, which is about the same as a jet engine taking off. Lionesses don't tend to roar as often or as loudly, and instead what they might use more of are things like grunts, mews, and hisses or growls to kind of communicate more effectively with each other. Our female lionesses do roar fairly often, usually first thing in the morning and later in the afternoon, most of the time when there's no visitors around, and that kind of fits more in with their natural crepuscular activity patterns. Tigers also roar, but they rely more on chuffs, growls, and grunts to communicate with each other, especially with young cubs or during breeding season for effective communication. The tigers at Auckland Zoo are quite often heard chuffing, especially when we give them access across the tiger bridges. So as a visitor, you may hear them or see them throughout the day. Zayana and Chihaya are very people-focused, and they love coming over and chuffing or chatting to keepers when we're moving or shifting them, whereas Rama tends to save his chuffs for the other tigers only. So which of the 4 species at the zoo can purr? That would be cheetah and servals. Servals purr, but they also use a variety of other sounds like chirping, hissing, cackles, grunts, and even meows. The serval shani tends to use more meows and chirps, and even a few little hisses thrown in there when she's communicating with keepers, with purring being a very rare vocal for us to hear. Cheetah also make a variety of sounds that resemble chirping, purring, and meowing. Sisters Kia and Courts are quite relaxed, calm individuals and have a really positive relationship with their keepers. So while we're doing positive reinforcement training sessions on a daily basis, keepers tend to hear a lot of purring from them. The purring difference between a serval and a cheetah is immense. A cheetah's purr is very deep and very loud, and if you're lucky, you might even hear it one day yourself. Next time you come to Auckland Zoo, remember this cool fact. Tigers and lions can roar, but they can't purr. And cheetah and servals can purr, but they can't roar.